YouTube fam. So a lot of you have probably heard this a lot on the internet, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, etc., you name it. But the rapper Nipsey Hussle was killed Sunday, and I was watching all the live streams Sunday evening up until midnight, and I seen a lot of people come from all over to mourn for him. And a lot of you don't know who Nipsey Hussle is. You should check him out. He has some great music, but also get to know a little bit of his background and get to know him as the person, not just a rapper, but he was a smart guy. And he had some smart business, I would say, ethics. But the first time I was introduced to Nipsey, I went to a Game concert back when the Game was touring during the LAX tour. And Nipsey was one of the opening acts. And back then, we didn't know who he was. When he got on stage, his braids were messed up. It looked like they haven't been fixed in a week. And then Nipsey was, "All you excuse me, but I have a chest cold," and he was talking kind of raspy, but my braids haven't even been fixed yet, but I just been touring. So he says the chorus of his song, "Hustle in the House," which I have a little piece playing. But he says, "This is how the song goes, everyone. A small introduction to this Nipsey Hussle music. Guns, money, and bitches, that's the way that we do it." Now, I think that was a good idea on his part, because at that time, we didn't know who he was. We never heard his music. And we were all there to see the Game. But once he says that chorus, and then he kicks in the beat, and it says, "Coming straight off of Slauson." And as you can see, the Criss Cross, this is a Criss Cross sample from Criss Cross's song "Jump," and I'm gonna play a little bit of that. But the crowd went crazy because this shit sound dope. And being at a Game concert, there's a lot of bloods there. And when I heard him say "Blue Rag S Hat," I was like, man, this guy's a Crip. But when he went out there, he was out there in a black shirt that said 1960. And a lot of you who aren't from LA or California, you don't know what that is. When he says he grew up in the 60s, well, he's talking about the area, the gang we grew up in was the Rolling 60s Crip. A lot of kids that didn't know that, they thought he was actually older than what he was. I remember one said, "What? He's from the 60s? Why, he looks good for his age." But the next day, I decided, to go online, check out his music, and I came across this video. Back then, it probably only had like 100,000. I was like, well, this is the guy we seen in concert last night. And ever since that night, though, man, we just seen him get bigger and bigger to what he is now. And I guess it's just history in the making, but we didn't know that at that time. And that is a memory I will always, remember. And I always tell people, yeah, that listen to him, I go, yeah, I seen him back then. And he was just starting out. And he used hip-hop as a stepping stone. And he was really trying to make a difference in his community. And he was putting together this documentary about this doctor who was charged with practicing medicine without a license. And he won his case. But he cured a lot of people that had incurable diseases with natural herbs. And Nipsey said something like his life would be in danger for putting together this documentary. So when he got killed, all these conspiracy theories went out. And eventually we found out that his killer, who he was, I guess, he was a childhood friend, but that's a story all on its own. So check out his music, man, and yeah. R.I.P. Nipsey.